Within the first week of ChatGPT releasing out into the world, I made a YouTube video here warning pastors, ministry leaders that maybe you shouldn't use ChatGPT. And I talked about the importance of us remembering that process is a beautiful part of the journey, right? So gathering resources, taking a lot of time to read through a book, thinking these things through actually does more for our souls than we can even realize. So the big warning was, hey, maybe let's not use this, especially when it comes to making content. Maybe we don't have to be so efficient. Link down below if you want to watch that video. But now I have some updated thoughts. It's been about 9 months, and I honestly probably have used AI, certainly, about at least a couple times a week. If you stick around to the end, I have my core thesis as to how and why pastors can or cannot use AI. Let me show you a few resources I use on a weekly basis that are technically AI that do help me tremendously as a smaller church pastor. Dog, you're not even mine. Can you get out of the frame? Now, the first thing I use is ChatGPT. Something that we think is helpful to put on our website under every sermon is an overview. Now, because of the circumstances I have, having an associate pastor, someone who is with me and very helpful in putting together curriculum, I don't use this feature every week. But if he is out of town or he just is not available, I use ChatGPT for this task. I say, summarize the following in 6 to 8 sentences. And then colon, and then I paste my sermon notes, which are not line by line. They're kind of thought for thought. Boom, and I wait for it. Wonderful. So this is actually pretty good summary, but it's also probably too long. So then I would go and say, hey, shorten this down, yada, yada. But this is what I do. I spend some time on it. I usually say, hey, talk to me like a 4th grader. And then it's a pretty good summary. I put it onto the webpage. That's one quick, easy thing ChatGPT can do for you every week that I count it as a win. The next AI feature that I use that I love is called Opus Clip. All I have to do is provide a YouTube link and it gives me a bunch of clips. It gives a score for how well this will probably perform and it tells you why. I get all of this within like 12 minutes of me posting the link. There are several clips between 30 seconds and 1.5 minutes long. And after I view it and I watch and I preview, I can just download it. And now I'm putting it all over YouTube and Instagram. Super helpful feature. You can even edit the way the text looks and the way it's highlighted. It seriously saves me a ton of time. This conversation was 1.5 hours. I'm a one-man team when it comes to a lot of this social media content stuff. Let's have Opus Clip do the work for me. Another app that I'm a major fan of that uses AI is called Descript. I just upload the sermon video, the file, onto Descript. It then automatically, I ask it to transcribe, and the transcription is pretty insane. And it's all within 1 minute. Now, here's the part that I love. I can take this right here, and I can either delete it, and it automatically deletes the footage from the message. Amazing. Also, though, I can go click here and make it duplicate to a new composition, and now I can make it into a sermon clip. It's super incredible how quickly it does this for you. You can edit via text and not have to listen to the whole sermon, just read the part you want to cut off, because let's be real, sometimes we have times in our messages like, we messed up there, let's delete that. The other part that I do that ties in with something else with AI, because of search engine optimization, we also have on our webpage, you have the overview, but then you also have a tab you can select, and it's the sermon transcript. I know back in the day, someone had to just sit there, listen to the whole sermon, write it down. This has the whole transcript, so I copy it, Command A, Command C. Now I go to Grammarly.com. I now paste the entire thing. I say, okay, how do I want it to look? Let's say this is general. I want to convince. I want it to be knowledgeable, neutral, sure, press done. Then it'll highlight everything, and usually I don't walk through every single issue. I just press accept all. After I accept all, it will then fix all the grammar, and then I copy and paste that into my website. That's just what I'm currently using on a weekly basis, and it's all AI. But I want you to notice the difference. I do not use AI to develop content. I use AI to distribute content. And to me, That makes a world of a difference. I'm not going to ChatGPT saying, what should my sermon outline be? I'm not going there saying, hey, what are the big issues? That's what I read for. That's what I listen to people for. That's what I pray about. All that stuff. Currently not using any AI to create content, but to package it, to summarize all the work I've already done, more than happy to use that for AI. Comment down below if you think that is a good theory on how to use AI. Good seeing you guys. Grace and peace.